So put it like this. How many times should someone co-wash in between shampoos? As often as you shower. The ultimate co-wash. What is the ultimate co-wash? As you've all heard me say before, the ultimate co-wash, or co-wash, as you've heard me say before, co-washing is not something that you buy, it's something that you do. Oftentimes, as I've said in the past, big manufacturers have stolen a lot of terms from the natural hair community and made products called things you're supposed to do rather than buy. Co-washing is something that you do in between your wash and goes, or no. Co-washing is something that you do in between washing your hair. And in order to do a wash and go style, you have to do what? Co-wash. And co-washing simply means that you rinse your hair to clean it as when you shower, like you clean your body, and you recondition. So you're cleaning your hair with water and you're conditioning your natural kinky, curly, coily hair, and that conditioner and the amount of conditioner that you're using is what allows you to physically elongate and detangle each coil on your head so they don't lock up or dry up and lock out. And in order to do a wash and go style, you have to do what? You have to co-wash. So the ultimate co-wash simply means that, and you don't even have to wear your hair curly. You can snatch it back into a ponytail. But if you're a kinkier or curlier texture, or 4 or 3, you're going to co-wash constantly. You're not going to leave your hair in that ponytail for multiple days. You're going to get back in the shower like you do when you shower. You're going to rinse your hair to clean it. You're going to recondition it, and you're going to snatch it back into your ponytail. So a co-washing doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to wear your hair out and curly. It can simply mean that you want to keep it moving and you feel like being lazy with your hair, and you're going to snatch it back into a ponytail after you've co-washed it. So put it like this. How many times should someone co-wash in between shampoos? As often as you shower. I mean, you can't over-condition textures that are naturally drier. The goal when you go natural, if the goal is not to lock your hair, if you're, say, a 4 or 3 texture, particularly the 4s, I should say. If the goal when you go natural is not to lock your hair, you're going to do 2 things. You're going to co-wash frequently and do a wash and go style or snatch it back into a ponytail, as I said before. And you're going to constantly rinse and condition. The act of rinsing and conditioning and using the conditioner to actively detangle your hair prevents your hair from locking up. It prevents your hair from drying out. It prevents your hair from turning into a production the next day. It prevents your hair from, you can even skip haircuts. What hairdresser is going to tell you that? I've discovered through just listening to women over the last 30 years in their hair journey, what works and what doesn't. And when you understand and unlock the moisture to your hair, or you unlock and you have that aha moment about your hair stops being a problem for you. But it turns into a problem if you've got a texture that fundamentally is coily, has shrinkage, and locks naturally. And if you don't want it to lock, then you take your hair in the shower. Everything they told you not to do, you're gonna do. And your hair's gonna suck up the conditioner. You know, you can't get, what do they call it? Is it dry rot, or no? Wet rot? High growth fatigue. If you don't get out of here with high growth fatigue. But what will happen is if you have your hair braided and weaved, and that weave or that braid or those braids underneath that weave are not dry or don't get dry, you will get some funky hair, and that's not good for the scalp, and because the moisture just sits under the hair without it ever getting re-wet again or reconditioned again, because you're wearing straight styles and you're not wetting your hair until maybe 2-3 weeks, and that hair that's been braided down and hair attached to it is underneath, never dried. And so not only will it take on an odor, but it will create bacteria at your scalp, and that's no fun thing because you can get hair loss from a bacteria. Did I answer the question?
Yeah, you did.
Frequently. So if you like these videos, I hope that you click like and subscribe and go to hairrules.com for further education and find a regimen and products that are specific to your hair texture, not someone else's. And so every day can be a great hair day. And yeah, see you soon.